The veneers are shaking. The crime stories are shaking. The cargo is shaking. Los Angeles is shaking. The presidential election is shaking. I don't know who's shaking, Lil Yachty or Caribou. The R&B tour is shaking. The R&B tour is the Usher, Raymond, and Chris Brown tour that they've been doing all summer. They've been almost having a versus battle on stage, and everybody's been having so much nostalgic fun. But to the lady, Gabrielle or Gabrielle Cheyenne, I absolutely cannot stand you, and I have so many words for you. To the lady that went on that stage with Usher, and was kind of acting like she didn't want to be touched, being weird about it, made the energy weird. I've got a lot to say to that lady. There's a lot to how I feel. We're going to talk about it because it's my channel. Let's talk about it. During the R&B tour, Usher and Chris Brown stopped in Chattanooga. On their way, every single night they pull a girl on stage. I think Chris Brown has one and Usher has one. They serenade them. They hump them old school Jodeci style. Janet Jackson, Terrence Howard, and Beyonce. They get up on that pole and they work out the person that they ask to come on stage. Okay, heavy on the ask. Well, they do this every night, okay? There's plenty of artists that do it. They're a little shakedown, and it's almost a fun part of the tour. Ooh, who's gonna be pulled on stage tonight? It's some people's dream. And these young ladies that have been asked on this tour, some of them I know personally, and I know some women that have told Usher and Chris Brown no. I particularly know a girl that got asked twice. They asked her twice, and she said no twice. She said, no, my boyfriend finds this. Anything like that, it's a heck no. But she was not willing to participate, so she declined. Okay? This young lady decided to go on stage and make the energy weird and then come back and talk about she's allowed to decline if she wants to, even though she said yes to Usher and Chris Brown because they wouldn't have pulled her on stage. There's a lot to this video. We're going to see this video. Check out the video.
I don't think she want to be on the stage, huh?
So I'm not gonna lie, that slick pissed me off. You know, at first I tried to go watch her live where she talks about, I didn't have to make that decision. She's on live right now, capitalizing, smiling. Like, look at this clip of her live.
And that's it. I know how to carry myself. I have an image that I uphold for myself, not for others. What everybody else is saying doesn't pertain to me because nobody pays my bills but me. Nobody takes care of my child but me. So I don't have to please others or feel like I need to be doing a certain thing just because that's what other people wanted. When you get the opportunity to go on stage, cool, do what you need to do and what you see fit. But it wasn't your opportunity and it wasn't your experience to have right at that moment. It was mine. So why are people mad? People literally walked behind us, harassing us when we left the Nissan Stadium, cursing at me, calling me names over something that they didn't get to experience physically on stage themselves. I love that I can block people as I see comments. Because it's not fair. Like, why do y'all get to call me out of my name because I got on stage? How does that work? I'm a grown woman with a real life. A real kid. Usher and Chris finna go and do the exact same thing, in a day or so, to whatever day that they have another concert. Y'all will literally degrade someone because something doesn't fit y'all's narrative. I don't live for other people. I live for myself. I do what I want to do. I do what I see fit for myself because at the end of the day, I don't know y'all. And y'all don't know me. But y'all are not going to make me out to be a bad person or she has a nasty attitude. Yes, if you come for me and you're stepping on my toes, I'm going to come for you because nobody is just going to bully me and expect me not to say anything. How is that fair? That's not fair. In my Instagram post, it specifically says chat folks because people in my hometown are haters. They're not used to anything. If it doesn't fit what they want, it just ain't gonna work. You're gonna hear about it. I've never been a person on social media. I don't get involved with anything or that goes on in the city. But now all of a sudden, since I was on stage with Usher, it gives them the green light to finally have an opinion on something. It's not fair.
So she's on live. You know, he didn't ask y'all on stage. I'm from Tennessee. I'm from chat. Let me tell you something, you guys. You want to know who else is from Tennessee? You want to know who else is from chat? Usher. You want to know who else is from chat and grew up there? My grandma. My grandma's from Chattanooga, Tennessee. So I grew up in Chattanooga, Tennessee, and I know that Usher is their hometown hero. So for you to take your just negative energy and to go up on that stage and be weird and just be acting like that and make the show energy weird and make Usher look bad like that in his own hometown, when this is a celebratory moment where he has a show outside of Vegas. He was able to bless his hometown with a show. Chattanooga is very small. It's not a tour stop that people are like going to generally think of. You think of a Nashville, a Memphis, a Knoxville. But Chat a lot of times gets overlooked by shows that big. And Usher said, I'm going to do something in my hometown. He's not from A-Town Down, baby. He's from Chattanooga. He's from Chat. And I know everything about Chat, baby. So you don't say nothing to me because I got cousins that are on that door. I'm not the one. My cousins, my whole family, my granny whole family still live there. So it just felt like nasty energy. It felt weird. It felt ugly. I did not like it. Like you try to do a thing. And when everybody was harassing you, left the concert, I don't know. They wasn't wrong. She got on Facebook. Of course she did. She's so bottom of the barrel. First off, nobody's declining to go on stage. Okay, but if you don't want to participate and you know what you're about to do and you know what vibe it's going to give and you know you're going to be weird, so you went into it knowing you were going to be a weirdo. So you're a weirdo. But anyway, I look good as F. You thought I wasn't going to let thousands of people see me on the big screen where you bees will never be? Cornball. Oh my God. Y'all smell that? It smells like popcorn. So much corn in the room. My mom and I had floor seats. Their team approached us and moved us to VIP before the show even started. Pretty privileged. Something you all will never know about. Something they will never know about. You not talking to me. My granny's from Chat. So my great granny's from Chat. That Chattanooga gorgeous Usher blood, baby, it's running through my veins crazy. I look like my granny. So she can get that off with y'all. She can never get that off with me, baby. And my platform's bigger. Pretty privilege is something you will never know about. Not talking to me. They don't say who you're going to go up there for. So she might have thought she was going up there for Chris Brown. Y'all wanted me to get up there and F him at this point. No, we just wanted you to be not weird. Be not weird to Usher in his hometown that this energy may deter him from coming back. And that's not fair to the fans. It's all of that. It's thinking of others, honestly. Chat folks aren't used to anything. She's trying to diss her own city. That's the most exciting thing that would have happened to y'all little A lives. F y'all disrespectfully. She's a bird. And I wish she would fly far away. I wish that Usher would have threw her off stage. She kept it going because, of course, the bird got to continue to caw. My Facebook post is directed towards the hating girls in my city, which is Chattanooga. Hence why it says chat folks aren't used to anything. Y'all aren't finna bully me. The F Shade Room. Yes, they are finna bully you, bird ass. because Chat doesn't get a lot of stuff. And that's not fair to the people there. Like, my cousins really live there. I really grew up going to Chat every Thanksgiving. I know what it's like there. It's like small but mighty, you know? And for them to have a hometown hero, somebody that's really born and raised there like Usher. I remember being there when I was younger, y'all. And I remember one time, Usher's dad, Usher Raymond, like, what is he, the fourth, the third, like robbed a Walmart. He like went to jail, and that was on the radio, and that whole town never really let that get out. And I remember I was young, clocking T, hearing that on the radio. It was very local to the radio, and they knew it was him because who else is Usher Raymond the third in Chattanooga? Because y'all know his daddy was kind of like a dope fiend a little bit. So it's like that is really their hometown hero in ways they protected him, in ways Chattanooga has kind of let Usher say he's, you know, from Atlanta and not really from Chat. So for you to do this was kind of, I don't know, it was kind of bigger. She said, my attitude isn't nasty until I'm provoked. Yes, it is. Your attitude is nasty, and so is your energy, and low-key, so is your face. Nasty, disgusting. Y'all aren't going to get on the internet calling me out my name and disrespecting me. Yes, we are. And expecting me to keep it cool. You better. Y'all don't know me in real life. Can find you. I'm quiet and keep to myself, but don't think that y'all are going to bully me about an experience y'all didn't get. Yes, I don't know. I got smoke for her. I got smoke for her. I do. I just don't think that was cool. I think you tried to do a thing, and you should have left that up to another girl, because the thing about Chat is there's beautiful women there. Obviously, I look like my granny. So my granny was walking around there in the 60s and 70s looking like me, but skinny. So you know it gave. And it's just like, for you to do that, yes, it's just not fair to Chat. Y'all didn't get this experience because y'all not me. Y'all got little lives. Well, girl, let the people with the little lives that's going to have a good attitude with Usher, that's going to give good vibes, let them be moved to VIP. Let them have that, since they got such little lives, you could see him in any city. And you damn right I'm popping it. Because I'm somebody that saw Usher front row Vegas. I was in row A, B. He was sweating on my mama. So I'm not moved by your little, like, you know. We started out in 224, ended up in the front row. So that don't, you know. I don't like her. I don't like her attitude. I don't like her vibe. Don't like it. Don't like it. Stinks to me. So this is Tia Bird. Just so y'all know, a viral young lady at the Usher conference was my MF niece. A bird talking about a bird. Exactly what I'm saying. And we're all together. She was bad enough to be chosen. That man is literally half her age. Then why did you go up there? If he's half your age, Usher is so old, you're not supposed to give him no energy. Why say yes? I seen a bad bitch that said no. She said no 2 times. She's bad enough to get chosen. I understand me and my daughter Bree, her mom, we're all together. We don't care. And after all, she left the stage. She had a nice conversation with his wife. I don't care what anyone else would do, but at least she had enough respect for her mom and dad and brother and sister and child. At the end of the day, she went home to her man and he went home to his wife. But if that's your husband, if you have a husband and you want to respect your brother, sister, cousin, why say yes to the R&B shakedown? Ain't no man going up there with Beyonce, Michelle, and Kelly unless he knows he's going to be tied up in a pole and sweating and getting licked on by Kelly, Beyonce, and Michelle. You know what you come to do at any concert. Man, woman, or anything, stop playing. I don't want to talk about it anymore. You're a bird. I don't like you. You played a game. You tried to do a thing. You tried to embarrass Usher in his hometown. In his hometown that he never gets an opportunity to go back to, doesn't he able to connect to, and you made that night weird, like you put a stank on that night, because you're stank. And you just continue to be stank, and I never want to see this lady again. I better not never see her again. Take her away from me. And I'm sure that the public will. Nobody likes you, and neither do I.